2021, and the time is 3 o'clock. This is Civil Service Commission meeting. May I have roll call, please?
Chairperson Dolores Rodriguez,
Present.
Vice Chair Mario Liscano,
Present.
Board Member Vittorio Puente.
Present.
We have a quorum, so we'll go on to A, approval of minutes for Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes for Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021.
Do I hear a second?
I'd like to second that motion.
A motion and a second. All in favor of approving the minutes for Tuesday, February 23rd, please say aye.
A.
And the minutes have been approved as written. We go on to item B, consideration and action, if any, on approving and accepting the raw and final scores from the promotional exam administered for sergeant for the police department on Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. Emily?
Hi, good afternoon, board members. Welcome back. Feels like we haven't seen you guys in a while. In your packet, you do have under action B, the consideration action for the approval of the raw scores. For that particular test, we had 12 individuals come in and take the test for, this is the one for sergeant. Yes, we had 12 individuals come in to take the test, and you see the scores in your packet. So we are recommending to approve the raw scores.
I make a motion, we go ahead and approve the raw scores as provided by our Civil Service Director.
I second that motion.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. We'll go on to item C. Consideration and action, if any, on approving and accepting the eligibility list from the promotional exam administered for sergeant in the police department on Wednesday, April 28th, 2021.
Yes, this is the same test for the sergeant, but this is to create the eligibility list. And as you can see, only one individual passed, therefore one person will be listed on there. Luckily, we did need only one person for that position, if I'm not mistaken. So we're good for now, and we recommend that you guys approve.
I make a motion, we go ahead and approve the recommended eligibility list.
We have a motion, or a second?
I second that motion.
We have a motion and a second to approve and accept the eligibility list from the promotional exam administered for sergeant. And we have one candidate on the list. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
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 And this motion carries. We'll go on to item D, consideration and action, if any, on approving and accepting the raw and final scores from the promotional exam administered for engineer, fire inspector for the fire department on Thursday, April 29th, 2021.
That is correct. Also on your list, you will find the raw scores. We had 18 individuals come in and test, and one person passed. For this particular rank, we will be retesting because we do have more than one vacancy. So we're gonna be setting new dates for tests. We have actually for engineer, we have 2 engineers. Yes, and 1 inspector, I'm sorry. Yes, so actually 3 engineers, rank of engineer.
I make a motion, we go ahead and approve the raw and final scores as presented by Civil Service Director.
I second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to approve and accept the raw scores for engineer, fire inspector, from the fire department. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. We'll go on to item E, consideration and action, if any, on approving and accepting the eligibility list for the promotional exam administered for engineer, fire inspector for the fire department on Thursday, April 29th, 2021.
Yes, board members, in your packet, you also find the eligibility list for the engineer. We do have that one person, David Yanez, and he will be considered for promotion for the engineer position.
I make the motion, we go ahead and accept this city staff's recommendation.
I have a motion on this.
I second that motion.
Motion and a second. All saying aye.
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 And this motion carries. Item F, consideration and action, if any, on approving and accepting the raw and final scores from the promotional exam administered for lieutenant for the police department on Friday, April the 30th, 2021.
Yes, board members, as in your packet, as part of your packet, you'll see the raw scores. We had 8 people come in and take that test and 1 individual pass.
Mhm.
How many openings?
For that one.
Just one?
Make a motion, we go ahead and accept the raw and final scores for the promotional exam.
I have a motion on the table.
I second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to approve and accept the one final scores for lieutenant. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
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 And the motion carries. Item G, consideration and action, if any, on approving and accepting the eligibility list from the promotional exam administered for lieutenant for the police department on Friday, April 30th, 2021.
Yes, board members, in your packet, you'll find the eligibility list created from that test that took place on April 30th. We do have 1 person listed under, Mr. Michael Rodriguez, and he'll be considered for the position of lieutenant.
Make a motion, we go ahead and approve the eligibility list as provided through the promotional exam.
I second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
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 And this motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go on to administrative reports. Item 3. Chief Pharr.
Hello, board members. It's always good to see you and appreciate your time. I want you to know both candidates, Juan Alvarez and Mike Rodriguez, are going to be great assets to our department. So I'm glad to report that. So it's going to be good for us. Not much going on right now. The only thing we're preparing for, I want you to be, and you're cordially invited to, and I hope you can make it to our police memorial ceremony that we're going to have on May 17th at 6 o'clock. And that's going to be at the Public Safety Excellence Center here on South Cage.
Mhm.
And it's going to be not only us, but it's going to be a multi-agency memorial to those who have fallen. Matter of fact, that entire week is Police Memorial Week. And we will have events pretty much every day. But I think that's the one that where public will come out, and it is good for community. And so you're certainly invited and hope to see you there. And any questions or anything I can answer for on behalf of the police department? Yes, ma'am.
Any questions for Chief?
So one thing is that the promotional exam, and has the exams become more difficult, or is it just that people are not as prepared, or
Yeah, you know
somewhere in
that.
between?
I'll be honest. That's a hard one to answer. I think that they are difficult. They're no joke, and so you do have to put a lot of time in, and a lot of study time, preparation time. And so I found that not only here, other places that I've been to, it's about the same. I'll be honest. It just for some reason, it doesn't have a lot of people passing for some reason, but we hope to do better, in the future. But it's certainly no joke, and you have to put in the time. That's the bottom line.
Mhm.
Yes.
But the exams themselves haven't changed over the last couple of
Well,
years.
no, actually, we did change some of the books and some of the materials for this test.
Mhm.
When I arrived here, the same tests and materials had been used for a little while. And
Mhm.
so I thought it was important to change the information up so that people don't get too used to
Mhm.
the same information and same tests.
Okay.
And I really wanted to challenge them to think critically and to think and to read some material that they may not normally read, but that's going to be good for them. So I think, that was part of it as well, right? They had to
Mhm.
learn new material. But in the long run, again, right, it's all the time and effort that you put into it. And if it's easy, then everyone would pass, right? I think when you got to make it to where it's a sacrifice and you got to really put your time into it. Because promoting to supervisor, especially sergeant and lieutenant, that's a whole other animal, right? We want people to put their work in and have that work ethic and to promote. And so there's 2 ways of looking at that. But again, right, I am pleased to announce that the 2 that are promoting, I'm really excited about.
Well, I'm on the fence. I'm on the mind of more difficult, the better. So if you get the best candidates out
Yeah.
of the exams, I'm 100% on board with that. And it seems like we're finding the best candidates with one person passing the exam. So I'm good with it.
Well, yes.
I'm confident. I'm confident that it's
Yes.
coming through.
Anything else I can answer? I know it took a lot of work. I want to thank the HR department with Ms. B. She was there for both tests, and Veronica and Annalie, of course. It takes a lot of people to get this together. So I really appreciate everything, and thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Chairman and Commissioners, good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank you for approving the engineer's slots. We'll be moving on him pretty quick and putting in a letter for our next test. We can get the two other ones that we need. Mr. Yanez is a great candidate, and we look good things coming out of him for the future. We continue working with doing the COVID vaccines. We continue doing that. We started a lockbox program whereby if residents wants us to, especially elderly that are medically inclined, wants us put a lock in a lockbox and secure it in a safe place. Should we go do an emergency there, we won't be breaking down the doors. We'll locate the lockbox where we know it is, open it with a special code, and we're able to open the front door instead of breaking it down. So it's mainly to prevent damages to their homes more than anything else. So I'd like the citizens to consider that program and to give us a call should they decide that it's something they would like to look into. The other thing we continue is we've hired our 9 people for the SAFER grant. They're all on the job. And so far, the reports I'm getting from them are excellent reports. They're all ongoing and out there helping out as much as possible. So I'm glad to hear those things. Our personnel have started checking hydrants. So if you see a fire truck out there by the hydrants, please be careful and go around them and make sure it's safe for our firefighters to continue testing those hydrants to make sure they're working and operational. And last but not least, Israel Garza, after 30 years of service with the city, has retired from our department, and we wish him well in his next endeavors. So I'll entertain any questions you might have.
Any questions for the chief?
Mhm.
All right. Thank you very much.
We'll go on to item 4, Civil Service Director's report.
Well, I think Chief Harvey and Chief Perez already covered most of the announcements. I guess just as a courtesy notice, so you guys are aware, the city of Pharr has already started the collective bargaining process with both unions, the police and the fire department, just so you guys know. We had our first grounds rules meeting about 2 weeks ago, and we should be meeting tomorrow with one of the unions and scheduling the other appointment for the other union here soon. So we'll let you know as soon as we come to an agreement for a new contract. Okay, that's it.
Well, thank you.
Any questions?
Mm-mm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go on to item 5, Civil Service comments.
I just have a couple of comments, and I just want to make sure that we applaud the efforts of the Pharr Police Department, all their staff and team, as they continue to be innovative into our area, not only with the programs they have with their mental health unit, but also with the new units that are going to be out there, even by horse that will be patrolling the area. I think that those new concepts are important for us. They're important to serve the different demographics of the city of Pharr. So to Chief Harvey and all your administrative staff and your team, we want to thank you for everything that you're doing. And we want to just make sure that as citizens and volunteers, we are glad that it's going in that direction. And as far as for Chief Perez, congratulations for tomorrow. I know it's International Firefighters Day, a day of recognition for all the efforts of all the fire departments that are being provided, not only here in the city of Pharr, but in the surrounding areas. I've been blessed to have served as a volunteer for many years. So I know that the important people tomorrow are those that are on duty, those that continue to train people, and those fire chiefs that are ensuring that their team is safe. So Chief, tomorrow, you're in our thoughts, and we just want to make sure that we recognize the efforts of the Pharr Fire Department, make sure that everybody knows that we are grateful for everything they've done, not only through this pandemic, what they're doing out there, giving vaccines or through anything else that we haven't seen each other for a while. But it's a great thanks that we have as volunteers and the citizens that we feel safe in the community. And I just wanted to personally take this time to thank you and your fire department for everything you do. Thank you.
I'd like to say one thing. It's just that this May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so following really well what Mr. Liscano was saying, is that we just be aware is that many of the people of the city of Pharr, of course, across Texas, do suffer from mental illness and have some really difficult times that they go through, especially during the pandemic. And so just to be aware that there's people that are going to have some hard times going through things. And we just keep in mind that, acute stress disorder, depression, anxiety does affect a lot of folks. So, thank you.
And I don't have any comments, except that I see two new faces that we've never seen before. So if somebody could introduce them or introduce themselves.
All right, yes, you were sent today. Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Kristen Holtz. I'm the assistant city attorney here with the city of Pharr. I was recently promoted maybe a couple months back. I was just a prosecutor. So I was basically dealing with the police department for most of every day. But now I've been given some other jobs, and that's just come here and check out these meetings. I saw my coworker here also.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Danny Gonzalez, Assistant City Attorney for the City of Pharr. I recently hired not too long ago. It's been an honor and privilege to work for the City of Pharr. Born and raised here. I love the City of Pharr, and great things ahead, I believe. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Welcome. Thank you.
Welcome. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Item 6 is closed session, so I don't believe we have any items. So we will go to item 8, adjournment.
Make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Have a motion on the table. Go ahead. Here a second.
I second that motion.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor of adjourning, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And this meeting is adjourned. The time is 3:18.
Mm.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, everyone.